Yo, what's up, guys? Terrell here to bring you. This is just a response to. I've only seen Jorge's and Lord of Ice's videos pertaining to Sakura, and I want to just address Sakura. I'm gonna try not to mention Hinata at all because I've already expressed. I think everyone knows that I prefer Hinata is probably one of my favorite. One of my favorite Naruto girls, so I'm gonna avoid talking about it as much as I can, but knowing me, I'm a fucking liar when it comes to that shit. So I want to address Sakura. So Jorge kind of went ham on this fucking Sakura rant. And Lord of Ice, I know Edda the Talker and Furry Guts also made responses, but I've only seen Lord of Ice's, was like, you were on some bullshit. Now, I'll be perfectly honest. At the beginning of Naruto, Sakura was probably my least favorite character. Least favorite female character, anyway. Honestly, yeah, least favorite female character. Because I think Jorge was right that she was a bitch. She was a bitch. And she still has bitchy qualities, honestly. But she was a bitch. And the main thing that made her a bitch was this fucking condescending attitude she had towards Naruto. Even though they were very much alike in personality, like where scenes where Naruto would do something and Sakura would say like some mean-spirited shit, but in the back of her mind she'd be like, yeah, you like the fucking when Naruto did the whole prank with the eraser at the top of the door. And when it hit Kakashi, she was like, yeah, he deserved that because he was late. And that pissed me off. I was like, you weren't even being true to yourself at that point. You were hiding the way you act because you wanted to look good in front of Sasuke, you piece of shit. And then on top of that, you just want to talk down to the main character. The other reason, now I will give Lord of Ice this, because he did mention this. Oh wow, that was weird. Sakura Tsundere characters. Like, I don't know why I combined those two words. Sakura Tsundere characteristics aren't as bad as other Tsundere characters that I've seen, but for Tsundere, it's still fucking annoying. I mean, regardless if it is in character or not, the whole idea of beating the shit out of somebody for something they didn't deserve. And the thing with Naruto was that half the time he wouldn't deserve it. Like half the time it'd be like a lot of the times Sakura would hit Naruto would be for the dumbest shit. Like, why would you hit him over a sexy jutsu? It's not like he's sexy jutsuing you. Like, half the time she would hit him, it was not justified at all. Also, I know how people bring up like, oh, she had development, she had character because, you know, she cut her hair and everything was cool. No, the fuck it wasn't. The only thing that happened after that is she cut her hair and she fought Ino. After that, she went right back to being useless. I mean, for God's sakes, one of the last canon arcs in the series, in part 1 of the series, she's crying almost the entirety of that arc. And I know that's kind of exaggerated, but you get my point. She's only in the beginning of that arc and at the end of that arc, and what was she doing? Please do this for me, Naruto, because I have no fucking strength, even though I was cutting my hair to show that I was going to get stronger as a person, and nothing got accomplished. What the fuck? I'm sorry. Like, part 1 Sakura is a piece of shit. It's like 90% a piece of shit. Like, seriously. The only thing that changed with her is that she respected Naruto more. That's the only thing that changed. Then we got the Shippuden, and everyone wants to talk about how badass Sakura is in Shippuden. And this is what pisses me off, because Lord of Ice was like, oh, fucking Hinata is useless, and I was like, wait a minute. So, because Sakura being an Akatsuki member, she's so badass, even though the Akatsuki member she could only beat with Chiyo's help, because she couldn't fucking dodge anything right? Like, people need to understand that, yeah, Sakura killed Sasori, but she's like she was like the gun, and Chiyo was holding her, aiming her. That's literally how that worked. Like, she had the power, but that was about it. She couldn't just naturally dodge because she just wasn't that fucking good. Now, I will give her credit. She's a healer. She is smart. She does have power. So it's like, she may be only just the gun, but being a gun at least means that you're strong, if nothing else. So she is strong. She knows Metal Ninjutsu. So I'll give her credit on that much. But I'm probably in the middle, leaning towards the way Jorge thinks about her, because I don't hate her, but if she died right now, I wouldn't really care. And that's being perfectly honest. Like, if Kishimoto killed Sakura within the next few chapters, I would not give a flying fuck because I have no emotional attachment to Sakura whatsoever. It's like I don't hate her, but it's just like she means very little to me as a character because I can't relate to her. Like, who, you can relate to Hinata even if she is a shy character because anime fans are known to be these guys who don't really go out much, who don't really fuck with people. They're kind of shy and timid. I mean, the whole fandom of anime fans are like nerds. Nerds relate more to Hinata than you would Sakura. Sakura are the type of girls that you probably get bullied by or some shit. Like, she's not relatable. That's the problem with Sakura. On top of also just the fact that she and Hinata and a lot of characters in Naruto have bad writing behind them. And I will admit that in terms of who's useful, I'll give that to Sakura. She is probably more useful than Hinata. But as I said, Hinata has bad writing behind most of her actions. Honestly, almost everything she's done so far has been to move the plot along. Like, a lot of people get mad at Tintin, but almost Hinata does almost the exact same thing. You threw her in there as fodder to fight Neji, to build up Neji, so when Naruto beat him, it meant so much more to you as a person reading the material or watching the material. When she fought Pain, the only reason why she was even Kishimoto put her in there so Naruto had a reason to go fucking Nine Tails and kill everything and like freak out because that was the whole argument that she saved him, and she saved him because he was about to get taken away. Naruto usually doesn't just get angry on his own. You usually have to trigger him on some bullshit. That's why, you know, when you killed Hinata in front of him or fucked her up in front of him, he lost his shit. Now, I'm not going to get into the whole logistics of the confession, but we can tell part of that confession was bullshit. Regardless if all of it's bullshit or none of it's bullshit, I mean, if all of it's bullshit or some of it's bullshit, the part of it that there is a portion of that confession that is bullshit, and her acting like she knows what the fuck to do when she doesn't, and then on top of that, you're supposed to be strong ninja in Shippuden, and you can't kill Sasuke. I don't give a fuck, even if I like the character, if I love the character. That is a bullshit thing for a character who's supposed to be more mature. It's been 2 years. You made this vow to get stronger and become a better ninja and become more of a help to Naruto. You learned the medical ninjutsu. You took the training from Tsunade, and you still don't have the resolve to kill him. And then on top of which, you feel the need to bullshit lie to fucking Naruto that you still don't care for Sasuke. Regardless if she loves Naruto or not. She said she means I don't care about Sasuke anymore. You can leave Sasuke alone. And then she can't even kill Sasuke. I'm sorry, that's not valid at all. But honestly, I will give Lord of Ice that, yeah, she is more useful than Hinata. I also feel like Hinata's been written badly. But then again, a lot of the characters in Naruto have been written badly. Like, for example, in that whole thing about how she hasn't won any fights or how half the characters in the series haven't won any fights. Rock Lee technically hasn't won any real fights. He won that mock match against Sasuke when he knocked out Naruto for like 5 minutes by tripping him, you know. Rock Lee is like a fan favorite character, and that nigga hasn't won really any serious fight. Which is honestly a damn shame, honestly. Kiba, Shino don't barely have any wins like that. I don't know. I don't want to get into a whole Kishimoto rant, but that's probably the most annoying thing about Kishimoto's writing. I could probably take everything else if you just develop the characters, and that's the problem. I feel like Hinata is a character who was set up, who has a pretty good basis, just got fucked over by writing. Sakura, you could say, is the same thing, because also that whole argument about her healing, yeah, it's a useful skill, but honestly, how many times has she fucking used it? She used it a little bit in 5. When did she use it? She used it a little bit in 5 Kage Summit for fixing an error that was her fault to begin with the fucking kunai, and then she's using it during the war. She barely uses the healing jutsu. Oh, no, that's a lie. She did it in Pain, too, when she healed Hinata. The punching thing at the end of the Pain arc was kind of dickish. But I just took that as girls being over emotional. As a tsundere, I expected her to do that anyway because she never does anything right. I'm sorry, I don't really care for tsundere characters. That's just really what that is. But in terms of Sakura, I don't think she's a bad character. She's an okay character, but I can understand completely why people don't like her. Because she's annoying. She just that bitchy attitude, the annoying hitting for no fucking reason, and just the contradictions in her also pisses me off with the whole I don't care about Sasuke anymore, but I obviously still care about Sasuke, even if it isn't a love thing. So I don't have to go into the pairing shit. Even if it isn't a love thing, she still cared enough about him not to kill him. But you want to act like you're a fucking adult now and some bullshit. I just don't care for characters like that. It's not even. And the sad thing is that the relationship with Sasuke has never really felt to me like a true love relationship to begin with. So it didn't even feel like logistically. I didn't even feel bad for her when she got knocked out by him. In part 1, I felt bad probably when she started crying, but even then, that felt more like forced emotion. I don't know. I just don't care for Sakura as a character. I really don't. I think I would feel more. I would probably be more aggravated if Shino died than Sakura. And not to say Sakura is like less useful than Shino. I just like Shino more. That's the sad thing. A character that has barely done anything, I like more than a main character. That should be saying something. Fuck, I still prefer Hinata, regardless of how little she's done. I still prefer her because she's still someone I can relate to and someone I actually do enjoy to watch. So that's why when she has her triumphant moments, that's why when she jumped out in front of Pain before we knew she was going to get smacked down, it was cool as shit, and we were like, yeah, go in, Hinata, and then we saw the next page and we were like, fuck me. Like I don't get hyped for Sakura shit. I never get hyped for it. I didn't even get hyped for the Sasori shit. I kind of gave her props. I'll give her that. But maybe that's just me. But she's more useful than Sakura. I mean, she's more useful than Hinata. I'll give you that. She has some useful skills. I don't think Hinata's useless. You want to talk about useless? I'd probably say Ino is useless. Ino or Tintin is useless. Hinata's done a little more than those two, if nothing else. But, yeah, I'm probably towards neutral, leaning towards Jorge because I just don't care for the character. But that's just me. But I've rambled on for like 13 minutes, but I figured I'd just put that response out. She has her good points, but honestly, I think all the characters in Naruto suffer from bad writing. But on top of that, just Hinata hasn't had the chance to shine. Also, just to throw this out here before I finish, Hinata is technically stronger than Neji. It's just the fact that she hasn't really gained the confidence to apply herself. Because we've seen it in the war with that whole scene where Neji was already tired as fuck. And Hinata's still going. Hinata technically has the potential to be stronger than Neji. She just needs to beat the fuck up. And honestly, she kind of has already because she can do this longer than Neji can. If nothing else, she has a hell of a resistance. Which I respect about the character. But as I said, they're all kind of suffering the bad writing. But that's about it. So this has been the Vlogs again for your boy Terrell. What did you think about Sakura as a character? Do you hate her? Do you love her? Would you care if she died? And that's how you can tell if you really give a fuck about the character or not. Would you care or would you feel any type of emotion if that character died? And especially, and not even depending on just die, like just straight die, like she got shot through the head or some shit. Would you care? If you wouldn't care, then that shows how much you view do that for Hinata or Sakura, honestly. Or fucking any of the other females in Naruto. Or the other minor characters in Naruto. I don't know. Just leave thoughts and comments in the comment section below. This has been the Vlogs again for your boy Terrell. And I'll catch you guys later.